Hello everyone, good evening. Jai Siaram, Jai Makodiyar. Today's video is about the revelations that I had while visiting the Bhalka Tirth. It was basically a spiritual message from Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna is beyond words. If the Vedas cannot describe him, who am I to even dare to think to describe him? Still, he is the one for whom infinite is very much finite. While the story of Lord Krishna is very famous and even the children know it very well, great people, even if we dare to assume that he was not an incarnation of God, but only a powerful, intelligent, brave-hearted, kind-hearted, very earnest and extraordinary human being, are not merely known by their lives. They are also known by the way they live this temporary world. Death in a common man's language. Adi Shankara, Lord Krishna, Lord Buddha, Jesus. Many greats sent us a strong message with their so-called deaths. Such holy souls do not die, of course. They just disappear from our naked eyes at the most. So in brief, the story goes like this. After Yadavasthali incidents, where the civil war that broke out amongst the Yadavas due to the curse of Gandhari to Lord Krishna, now please understand that Krishna was beyond anyone's curse, but it was the Leela of Prabhu that he approved this or accepted this curse too. Now this Yadavasthali incidents killed many of them. After Balaram left this earth, Krishna too decided to give up his physical body and started meditating. Mistaking Krishna, who was partially visible as a deer, a hunter named Jara shot his arrow towards Krishna's foot, which seriously injured Lord Krishna. On seeing that he had shot an arrow to none other than Lord Krishna, the hunter felt extremely sorry for his sin. To that, Lord Krishna replied that it was Krishna's wish that the hunter shot an arrow to him. It is because that hunter Jara was the rebirth of Vali, who was killed by Lord Rama, the earlier incarnation of Lord Krishna. Now here are the main takeaways from these incidents. Number one, death is inevitable. Death is the only final reality, the final destination. That is why a lot of philosophies of the world have treated death as an important point to ponder upon. In Buddhism, there is a famous story. A woman whose child or young child had died went to Lord Buddha. She asked him to bless the child with new life. She was demanding a miracle. She was a mother, of course, and a mother is a mother, and none can replace her. Lord Buddha asked her to visit as many nearby homes as possible and asked her to find out one home where there had been no death. If she would find such a home, Lord Buddha promised to give back the life of her son. And as expected, she could not find any home like that and learned the reality. Second learning is that none, including Lord Krishna himself, in a symbolic sense, is beyond karmas. Though Vali paid for his bad karmas by getting killed by an arrow that was shot by none other than Lord Ram, Krishna himself, it was the karma which ought to be rewarded. In other words, although what Rama did was quite justified and he did it as an incarnation of Lord Vishnu, but symbolically even Lord Vishnu has to prove that whatever karmas that he performs as an incarnation in the human form are to be rewarded, will be rewarded, and that he will also, that means the Lord himself will also gracefully accept the rewards of all these karmas. Lord himself decided that Vali should be reborn as a hunter Jara and must become the reason for his death, like he had become the reason for Jara's death in the previous incarnation. That Rama had killed Vali stealthily led to a situation where Jara also shot an arrow when Lord Krishna was in a meditative state. Thus it was also a stealthily shot arrow. So it is a strong message to all of us that none is beyond karma and that one must pay for one's karma. The great Lord symbolized this universal truth through his death. Number three learning is the Lord is very kind. Lord accepts everything that the bhaktas offer to him as prasadam. Gandhari was a great devotee to Lord Shankara, and Lord Shankara and Lord Vishnu pray to each other. They are equals, inseparable, incomparable. Comparing them is a very big sin. They both complement each other and yet are complete in themselves. So when a great devotee to Lord Shiva cursed Lord Krishna, that means Gandhari, Lord Krishna accepted that as a wish or command of the devotee. It was also a command of a mother who had lost 100 sons, and she blamed Lord Krishna for that. So in that sense, Lord decided to pay back for all his alleged karma of not stopping the war that he arguably could and should have stopped according to Gandhari. And because Gandhari's all the sons had died, that the whole Kuru clan became almost extinct, Lord Krishna decided to pay back for his karma of him by making his Yadava clan extinct. It is one more incident that shows that even the Lord himself has to pay for his karmas when he takes birth as a human and performs the karmas as a human. The last is, nothing is permanent in this world. Not even the incarnation of God is going to live permanently. The God keeps visiting this earth to re-establish the Dharma, and that in the end everything is subject to change, everything is temporary, and that only the name of the God is the ultimate reality. If you see death in death, you have not understood what life is. Thank you very much. Jai Ma Kodiyar, Jai Ma Bhavani, Jai Siya Ram, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Somnath Mahadev.